What started as a distorted riff and a rainy English sound would evolve into one of the most powerful, rebellious, and enduring genres of music ever created. This is the complete history of heavy metal, from Sabbath to Spirit Box, from denim jackets to blast beats. This is the story. Let's go back to where it all began. The late 1960s were a time of revolution, culturally, politically, and musically. While rock and psychedelia ruled the airwaves, a darker, heavier sound was emerging. In 1968, Led Zeppelin dropped like a bomb with crushing blues riffs and otherworldly vocals. But the real catalyst came in 1970 with the debut of a little band from Birmingham, Black Sabbath. It was slow, it was heavy, it was evil, and it gave heavy metal its identity. While critics didn't understand it, young misfits around the world did. Sabbath followed with Paranoid, Master of Reality, and Volume 4, cementing their legacy. Meanwhile, Judas Priest was sharpening their sound, dropping the blues and adding leather, speed, and twin guitars. By the late 70s, metal was evolving, and the next wave was coming fast. The new wave of British heavy metal exploded from the UK's industrial cities. Bands like Iron Maiden, Saxon, and Diamond Head infused metal with punk energy and melodic precision. Iron Maiden's debut in 1980 was a game changer. Then came Killers, and then The Number of the Beast with Bruce Dickinson. And metal had a new face. In the US, bands were watching and taking notes. A more aggressive, faster sound was brewing. In California, metal went underground. Tapes were traded, shows were violent, and out of the chaos came a new breed, thrash metal. Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax, the big four, each brought something different. Metallica made it epic, Slayer made it terrifying, Megadeth made it technical, and Anthrax made it fun. By the late 80s, thrash dominated the metal underground, while bands like Exodus, Testament, and Overkill just kept pushing limits. And just when it seemed like metal couldn't get any bigger, it did. While thrash was thriving in clubs and dive bars, a more commercial wave was taking over arenas and MTV. Hair metal, or glam metal, exploded. Motley Crue, Poison, Wasp, and Def Leppard brought big hooks, big hair, and massive crowds. But not everyone was sold. Critics laugh, purists cringe, yet it brought metal to stadiums and radio like never before. Meanwhile, Metallica released And Justice for All and the Black Album, balancing heaviness with mass appeal, selling millions while splitting their fanbase. Then came Nirvana. Grunge shattered glam overnight. Metal was pushed off the charts, but underground new forms took hold. Death metal exploded in Florida with Death, Morbid Angel, and Cannibal Corpse leading the charge. In Sweden, Entombed and At the Gates brought a melodic twist. Black metal erupted from Norway. Meanwhile, Pantera offered a lifeline with Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display of Power, reinventing groove metal and keeping the genre alive. And in the late 90s, something new was brewing in the angst-filled corners of suburbia. Nu metal divided fans like nothing before. No solos, hip-hop influences, down-tuned guitars. It was chaotic, emotional, and massively popular. At the same time, metalcore was rising. Killswitch Engage, As I Lay Dying, Trivium, and Lamb of God brought breakdowns and screams back into the mix. In Europe, Nightwish, Blind Guardian, and Opeth kept progressive and power metal alive. And then came the internet, and metal, once ruled by record stores and tape trading, went global once again. Today, metal is more fragmented and more diverse than ever before. Ghost brought theatrical rock back, Gojira mixed heaviness with groove, Spirit Box, Code Orange, and Sleep Token are pushing boundaries. Bands from India, Iran, South America, and Africa are emerging with unique voices. Metal is no longer just American or European. It's global, genre-bending, and boundary-breaking. Legacy acts still tour stadiums, new bands thrive on YouTube and TikTok, and in spite of every death prediction, metal has never truly died. From the grimy clubs of Birmingham to the biggest stages on earth, heavy metal has endured, it's evolved, and always resisted conformity. This has been the story of metal so far, but it's far from over. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And check out my TikTok, Play It On Repeat podcast. If you're into this kind of video, we talk about metal stuff all the time, almost every day. Thanks. Bye.